Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Babel. I'm bringing the Southeast Asia Regionals, and this is going to be a lower bracket final, best of three between two Singaporean teams. And it's finally time to close out this epic conclusion here. They've been wondering who's the better team, and even in the Pro League, it was a draw. Now we got ourselves Resurgence versus Relics, and here we go. The draft just started. Let's go into it. And this has just been a stalemate for the longest time, 3 months actually. Resurgence and Relics, they don't know who's better. It's finally coming to a conclusion. Today we find out who's going to be the better team. Tomorrow, Spider Queen decided by Resurgence. It's a battleground that they're very familiar with. Relics now also going on this one. You also see the Thrall getting banned out, Toronto getting banned out RSG. They just don't want. This is actually a very respect ban against Trinity. Relics now with Zagara first pick. Resurgence with Rhaegar Greymane. Alright, now Relics with two more picks here. Gotta be very careful about this one. They have the potential for ETC, Uther, which I think is still pretty okay, but I find that they have a lot more success today playing that Tassadar. So we'll have to see how this works out. And shout out to you guys for tuning in. Thank you very much for being here. Really appreciate your support. Lunara second pick. Wow, Tassadar. All right, I expected a Tassadar. I did not expect the Lunara. Like, I really wanted to see Leeming, but Relics going for Lunara instead. Seems to be pretty exciting. Now, for Resurgence, they go in for the next ban. And the ban here seems to be pretty clear that they need to go for a support ban. Relics probably wants ban out ETC. I don't know how that's going to work for them. There's a couple of other heroes that they can actually look towards. Yeah. If they ban out Uther, they're not looking for a... They're not looking for ETC Divine Shield combo. Stitches ban. Okay. I would actually like to see the Stitches ban. For Stitches ban, if it goes through, Relics is the team that actually runs Stitches. So this is pretty okay. Once again, guys, do let us know which team you support in the chat using the exclamation mark vote. Just have to vote for either Relics or Resurgence. RSG now, taking a little bit of time to decide on the second ban. The more they go along the line, the more they think it's a little bit weird. They want to pick a hero, not to ban a hero. Okay. So here we go to pick the ban the Stitches, which means the Murden's available for use as well as the other heroes like along the lines of Uther. Probably gonna expect the Uther ETC for Resurgence. If none of those heroes get banned, Relics here. Couple of options really. May want to decide to go for a Jaina Leeming ban. Falstad. But RSG is just a bit pilling in comparison today. Very, very nicely done. It's the ETC ban. I like that. This is a good draft. Now for Relics, they got a couple of options moving forward. Resurgence is going to go for Uther. Actually, no. Resurgence, they will not go for Uther without ETC. They already have the Rhaegar. There's also the function of going for melee assassin. I would actually like to see Sonya here. That's actually a pretty good pick for Resurgence. But, oh, going for Johanna instead. Ooh, Johanna is very good for this battleground. She has got Eternal Retaliation that you can pick up at level 4. Most teams don't do, but they go for Leeming instead for Resurgence. Last and final pick. And the final pick for Resurgence here. I said I like to see the Sonya. I think they need another melee assassin. I mean, they've got a great melee assassin player. They got a bruiser player, Zappy. It could be the Zeratul. It could be anything there. But nope, it's going to be Murden, Leeming, Greymane, Rhaegar. All right. Now for Relics, they got two more options here. And definitely want to lock in a Warrior. They already banned out ATC. Probably wants to go for a secondary support, maybe a Brightwing into a Stitches. That would also be pretty possible. Like, we've actually seen them play a game against GGG9 with Stitches. So Relics now going for Uther Tassadar, double support. May just be the Johanna last pick. Okay, it's going to be the Johanna last pick. Resurgence now with the last and final pick. It will be a damage dealer. I'm hoping for melee assassin. I mean, Rhaegar's going to be able to provide that kind of space. Greymane's already considered one, but maybe a Sonya even. That would be a good pick. Like, I think Sonya's going to be a strat through Johanna pretty well. But nope, looks like it's going to be Vala instead. Vala's pretty okay. I mean, Vala has got some good range AoE damage, but up against dual support, it's pretty hard to hold the front there. Once again, guys, let us know which team you support. If you're getting any connection issues, or if the stream is down, or there's any audio issues, let us know so that we'll be able to rectify it. That said, Relics versus Resurgence, the draft is complete. Resurgence with a final Vala pickup instead of a melee brawler. So Vala will be able to do some good range AoE damage. I don't think it's actually very effective against Uther Tesla. Dual support, very strong. Meanwhile, you will also have Greymane, Li-Ming going for a single target burst. This is the funny thing. If Vala goes for Hungering Arrow, I think at least it's a bit of a good follow-up to Li-Ming's Arcane Up. But if Vala goes for the Strafe multi-shot build, that's really going to stretch the resources thin for Relics. So let us know which team you support in the chat with the exclamation mark vote system. And we are now also going to be waiting for the game. Lower bracket finals, man. Game number 1. The team that wins this series will be given a second chance against Renovasio. Will enjoy a bit of a break. They'll definitely be looking at this game with their eyes very much peeled. They need to know what secret strategy both of these teams have in place. And we're finally looking to the epic conclusion of which is the best team in Singapore. And then we'll find out who is the best team in Southeast Asia. Do know that if the team from the lower bracket wins the grand finals first set, we're actually going to a rubber set. So that's the second set there of best of 3. I'm hoping this goes all the way to the wire because all 3 teams that are left in this competition are really good. Okay, so 2 more to Spider Queen. If you think about the early game rotation, definitely Murden's going to have a bit of a lead there. Li-Ming's probably just going for Siege. Relics on the other side, though. They do have the Zagara for a bit of a solo lane push, which is good to have. But at the same time, they're also going to be worried about overextensions, which is what the Crew Tumor is going to be able to provide. So once we get an invite, we're going to this game. Game number 1, guys. Once again, thank you for tuning in. Really happy to have you guys here today on the SEA broadcast. This SEA regional, we're finally looking for one team. So far in 2015 in the World Championship, Singapore represented Southeast Asia. Right now, there's 2 Singaporean teams in the lower brackets and 1 Filipino team in the upper bracket. Seems like the tides have changed. Very, very well done by Renovasio. Great plays just now. Relics in the lineup also have got 2 non-Singaporean. One of them is actually the Kurza from Indonesia. The other one is a Vietnamese Musica. And they're looking to make an impact right now in this game. All right, we're almost ready to go into this game number 1. Tomb of the Spider Queen. And just waiting for the players to get into the lobby, but almost there. Almost there. Very excited for me. Myself, I'm a huge follower of the SG scene, so I know that this is going to be a very nice series. Okay. Seems like we are actually going to have to do a lobby remake. Join the game before the players does, then there will be a bit of like, you just cannot choose your hero. So it's a bit of a problem there. This is because we just increased the observer count to 6, and it's a bit of a quality of life upgrade that the game has. Yeah. So shout outs to you guys first for tuning in, and I know that Europe's going to start real soon, maybe in just a couple of hours. But we still have about 3 more matches here maximum. The lower bracket finals that's about to happen right now, as well as the grand finals, and then the second set of grand finals if the team from the lower bracket wins. So Southeast Asia Circuit Spring Championship actually coming to an end soon. I'm very, very happy to be able to bring this to you guys. Solo casting this entire event is really fun. Um, but of course, I seek your understanding if there are any audio issues that's completely out of my control, as well as the fact that, if we miss some kills along the way, because I'm also just solo casting, solo observing, one-man show right here. I do have a producer who's actually taking control of the production there. Yeah. So we're waiting for the other casters to join the game. And once we're good, we're good to go. All right, I'm excited. Just very, very excited. Relics versus Resurgence. This is a bit of a lowdown. They had a tie for their own series in the Pro League. So the tie is finally going to go through a tiebreaker right now. Only one team, and hopefully the better team gets to represent Singapore against Philippines once more in the upper brackets. So we go Tomb of the Spider Queen, ladies and gentlemen. We're now loading up into it, and Greymane is a great hero, but once again being played here by Vendetta on the side of Resurgence. Just a bit of lackluster in the performance in the upper bracket finals just now. And on this side, I have absolute confidence in Zay's Tassadar. He's just so good with Tassadar. Almost mind-blowing, really. Musica going to be the main support. They've got 2 support on this side for Relics and 1 primary damage dealer. That will be Lunara. Also going to see Trinity. That will be playing as the Zagara. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're now going to game right now on the blue team. We get with us here. It looks like it's Resurgence from Singapore. Capricorn going to be playing as the Vala. Tanuki onto the Rhaegar. CW will be onto that Murden. Zappy as Li Ming. Vendetta will be playing as the Greymane. And on the red side, it's going to be Relics. Musica will be playing as the Uther. Ziggs onto Tassadar. Trinity will be your Lunara. The Kurza onto Zagara, and Mur onto the Johanna. A little bit of a role swaps there going on for Relics. By the way, we did a bit of a poll just now on which team you support. You can still continue to vote, though. Current score is actually 50% against 50%. Right smack down the middle. And this is very exciting for me. All right, waiting for the positions to change up a little bit. So far, they're all splitting the sites and just going to the lanes. But if you look at the talent options, it looks like it's going to be Wolfheart into Power Hungry, Composite Arrow, calls the Totem, Reverberation. And for the red team, we have the Natural Perspective, Reconstitution, Double Conjures Up, as well as Night Takes Pawn. So very standard talent options coming in. I'd like to talk a little bit about composition right here. Definitely would say that the red team has got a little bit of extra edge when it comes to sustaining through fights. They got 2 support, very good supports. So the key thing that's lacking on the red team is really the damage, which Zayce has to somehow find a way to just land those damage, throwing out the Sonic Storm as and when possible. Very, very crucial for the team's success there, because they're up against the likes of Vala, as well as Li Ming and Greymane. So very good burst coming out from RSG. Bit of a burst against Trinity already, but you see the heals going in, and it's almost as good as new. Bottom lane, the Kurza doing a pretty good job there by himself. Looking for a bit of a bottom lane push, but Capricorn and Vala, it's his best hero so far. So if he has to win here, he has to win. Tanuki going for some more damage. Zappy swinging by for some siege damage on those towers, but not going to get any value apart from just a few HP there. Women on top, a little bit out of position, looking for the disengage. Zay's coming from behind. Vendetta running out through the sights. Will be all right. Meanwhile, Trinity once again in a bit of a weird position there. Capricorn throwing out some right-click damage, but not going to achieve anything much. In the bottom area, though, Zappy has taken over the sieging duties here and has kept Zagara on its toes. There's nothing much Zagara can do against Li Ming. She's just going to do a lot of structural damage. That's just the way it is. Level-wise, very dead even, and not much of an advantage for both sides yet. Vendetta on the top lane by himself, doing a pretty good job there. Just trying to soak up the lane. Some good rotations from Relics, but nothing really convincing. Vendetta top lane, pretty good spot for him to be in. Mur in the mid lane, also going to be able to clear out this one up pretty quickly. Night takes spawn, just lands a good stun there. It's going to be the Eternal Retaliation. I like that a lot. A lot of teams don't understand the value of Eternal Retaliation on Condemn at level 4. It actually allows you multiple Condemns in most team fights, and that's really important, especially on a small battleground like this. We're going to have a very good opportunity, a window for fights. You want to go for it. Mental Acuity going to get picked up here by Tessadar, as well as Protective Shield. There's also the Envenom Spines and Nimble Wisp coming out from Trinity. Now on this side for Resurgence, they got a couple of options here. Looks like it's going to be a Magic Missile build coming in already. Trinity just playing aggressively. Teleport keeps Liming safe. But it's going to be the Charge Blast coming in. So a bit of a right-click damage on the target that's being hit by Magic Missile. Basically allows a bit of extra burst. Draw River Flow. It's going to be the multi-shot build with Composite Arrow into Arsenal. And also going to see the Pharaoh Heart as well as Thunder Burn getting picked up. Very standard here. A few discrepancies. That would just be the Liming build. And Rhaegar going for Colossal Totem. Also, very Southeast Asian-centric build. So, almost level 6 reached here by Relics. They're still posturing over here at the top lane, doing whatever they can. And there we go. Very close difference. Trinity actually dropping a lot of HP here. Capricorn going in for the extra takedown. Tanuki finishes off the target, and Lunar's already gone. One man down the side of Relics. Resurgence with the Bloodlust, breaking the silence here in this team. In this game, 4 minutes in, and so slight level lead here for RSG. In terms of the gems on hand, they got 58 against the 60 actually on the side of Relics. Tanuki trying to attempt a turn in right there. Zaze does not have any gems on himself. Arcane Up connects a little bit on the back, but does not have enough damage for a kill. Tanuki still buying some time. Holy Radiance does not connect. Capricorn turns in enough. 10 it is. Tanuki with 18 did not go in though. To 29 right now. Top lane Greymane turned in a little bit as well. And we got 29 against 21. Zagara looking for the space for turning. Now 41 against 29. Murray gonna finish up this channeling here. And it may just be enough. Vendetta once again. The Gilneon's Cocktail does not connect onto Murr, unfortunately. And that's it. The first set of Web Weaver's going to come down here for the red team. Relics. Bit of damage against Trinity there. Chip damage. Arcane Up being thrown up, but does not really connect on anything. Web Weaver's now going to come through. Do note that there is the Cursor in the bottom lane looking for a bit of a bottom lane aggression, as well as push with this Zagara. And in the meantime, mid lane, Zeppi throwing out the Arcane Up. Top lane's going to get a bit of a free roam. They should be able to get some structures here. Bottom lane, they should be getting more than that. Maybe just even the healing well. The Kurza are doing a really good job on the Zagara. Meanwhile, top lane, I think it's going to be front structures only. Mid lane also front structures only. Healing well already gone. Maybe a fourth attempt here in the bottom lane. Unfortunately, the purple beam from the Web Weaver did not connect with the fort. But still, yes, it looks like it's a fort. A great win here for Relics in the first set of Web Weavers. Resurgence having to pull back out once again. And the hot favorites of this tournament all of a sudden just peeling in comparison to Relics as well as Renovasio. One full level lead for Relics right now. The Web Weaver still marching on in the bottom lane. Level 7 talents, which is going to quickly go through them. We got a Wall Vigor, which is very different from Splintered Spear. Splintered Shot, actually. This is going to do a little bit more damage for 4 basic abilities. Sorry, basic attacks. That's quite a bit of a burst on the one target. Endless Creep, Cleanse, Static Charge, Conviction. Triple Condemn build on the Johanna. Meanwhile, on this side, Incendiary, Elixir, Seeker, Searing Attacks, Cleanse, Piercing Bolt, Searing Attacks on Vala. You gotta be kidding me. Right-click Vala incoming, man. And I like the fact that this Lunar did not go for Splintered Spear because I think that they want to try and burst on the target. That's kind of okay. And also seeing a False Wall coming out. A bit of rotation coming up from Relics already. Lunara with a single target burst. This probably means that it's going to be the unfair advantage as well as the Starwood Spear. Lunara buying a little bit of time, throwing out a Thornwood Vine as well to trade up the damage. Musica landing a bit of a heal. They can afford to play aggressively because they got 2 good supports right there. Capricorn getting caught out. Vala goes down. And Vendetta does not have the mechanics for a chase as well. Zay's unfortunately not able to do anything in that instance. And 30 against 29 once more. It looks like Relics is just very, very much in a good spot right now. The Kurza throwing out the Banelings. Very, very Nice, convincing lead here for Relics. 1 full level lead. And also looking for a top lane push. Definitely getting this forward means that they're almost level 12, maybe 11.5, to be honest with you. CW swings by, and the fort takes the fall. So 30 against 29 right now. Dekurza with 14 gems trying to turn in. Zappy throwing out some of those spells there, but not going to connect anything as well. And Dekurza will be able to get this 14 in. They just need 11 more, and on this side, looks like they are also trying to look for space for that. 71 gems on the hand for Resurgence. Second set of Web Weavers coming out. It's not looking good for RSG because they got too much gems on hand and a lot of bad spot. Both top and bottom forts are already gone. Hold that thought. Trinity going for the engage, already lending those Noxious Blossom and Thornwood Vine. Primarily, it's going to be the right-click damage. It does a lot more work there. They want to pick off this mid-lane fort, which is the main access point for 2 turning points. And Web Weavers come out right now. Trinity takes a bit of a burst, and Capricorn with the strafe. Trinity dropping very low, but the Divine Shield keeps him alive. There goes the Divine Maw on the back line. It may not be enough. There also is the stun on CW, and then we have also the Condemn on 2 targets, but the Blessed Shield connecting multiple targets, and CW with the Ancestral, he's back up in full HP, and we still see the Raid team now not managing a single kill. Web Weaver still automatically pushing down all 3 lanes. Mid lane's already gone, but it's a successful defense by Resurgence. CW was so close to going down just now. He picked Avatar. He's used to picking Haymaker, but here he picked Avatar. And bottom lane, Web Weaver still pushing through the lane. Top lane as well. CW holding up pretty well by himself. But looks like Relics is going to try and adopt a mid lane push. The Curse are dropping, but those shields and heals coming out from Tassadar and Uther just too much. Zappy's not going to be able to finish anyone off in this instance. All right, so gonna wait for them to pull back once again. Level 13 on Relics. They got with themselves the unfair advantage. A bit more extra damage targets are slowed. Mutalis, Shrink Ray, Prescience, Hold Your Ground. Very standard build coming from this team, except for Hold Your Ground, which is a little bit different from normal conventional Johanna builds. Normally going for a Burning Rage. Zace getting stunned. He has got Prescience. He's gonna be okay. Dimensional shifts into safety. Bottom area Vendetta now with 24. Right click from Zace stops the channeling. Capricorn takes a bit of a beating from Lunara. Trinity once again playing a little bit aggressively with the chase there. Second Thorn Movement does not connect. Magic Missiles coming out. Capricorn with the strafe, but it achieves absolutely nothing there. Gurza again holding up the front. So no strafe, and Ancestral's up for a little bit. Looking like they don't have enough gems on the red side. Meanwhile, over 100 gems on Resurgence, 30 on CW. They're slowly looking for the window for back-to-back turn-ins, and I think I like that idea. Especially after 15 minutes mark, the Web Weavers grow a lot stronger. But I gotta have to play this really carefully, because even if it's back-to-back turn-in, you need to have the XX point, you need to have the SS point. Vendetta, Grey May not in the best spot. Fantastic force wall coming up from that Tesla. Ancestral gonna keep Vendetta back up. But no more Ancestral here for the blue team. They need to be able to continue to access the turn-in points, which is what Tesla is trying to do. Block off this area on top. You see the Disintegrate coming out. Trinity dropping a lot of HP there. Still, both sides throwing out a pretty good amount. I'm actually going to calculate the amount of gems in this side. Looks like it's about 120. About 120 gems on the blue team. Enough for 3 turn-ins already. Saving up for turn-ins is not a bad an idea, but you're going to have to turn in eventually. With all 3 forts down, we don't have a single lane that can guarantee you the space to go in. Level 13, by the way, on the blue side. Resurgence now going with the Running Wall, Glass Cannon, as well as the Frost Shot of Shield, and also the Thunder Strike. Clans. Seems like it was being used just now. And some of the mercenaries coming up. Baneling's also applying some form of pressure against the mercenaries here. Zappy takes a bit of a beating. Joanna goes in for Condemn. Does not get any value out of it. Once more, a huge wave pushing the mid lane. Capricorn top lane, a little bit of trouble there. Second, Thornwood Vine, Mages connect. Very nicely, the burst goes down. Capri getting cleansed back up, and also will be used there. Some extra heals coming from Tanuki. Cleanse does not remove the poison, only removes the slow. Zappy, the teleport. So many squishy on the side of RSG, and the Lunara doing so much work. They pull back out once again, Resurgence. And it looks like the Tiecaster just left the game. CW goes in for a lockdown against Tassadar. Capricorn dropping a little bit of HP right there. Some heals coming back out. But a false wall once again. He still has got a vault, I think. 14 against 15. This damage over time from Relics just too good. Very nice pressure against Resurgence. And RSG, man, they are the favorites to win this tournament, but all of a sudden they're just paling in comparison. Force vaults by Zace, very, very nicely done. It's the reason why enough Americans banned Tassadar. Zace, nice side step. Arcane up did not connect. Could have been a burst there. Capricorn going in for the stun against Trinity. Vendetta with a bit of a flank. Also going to see the Disintegrate coming out. But 38 against 29. They still don't have the space for turn-ins. Almost level 16 here for Relics. That's when you know they're going to want to take a fight. 50 gems now in the bank. CW down to about 1/3 of HP there. Trinity turns in 8 more, 2 more gems it is. It looks like Zace is in a lot of trouble. Some shields coming out, it's going to be okay. Thornwood Vine also being thrown out. Trinity zoning out the enemy. Seems to be pretty okay. Now the Noxious Blossom going out. He is just doing such a good job chasing after those squishies on that side. With Murden not able to come in here to secure the lockdown. The Curza with just nice 2 more gems, and it's the 4th set of Web Weaver coming out here. Wait, is it 4th? No, 3rd set of Web Weaver coming out here for Relics. And for Resurgence, slowly, this could be keep here. They can hog onto those gems all day long. But if they don't make it to the market, it's not going to mean a single thing. CW looking for the lockdown. There we go. Nice glance by Musica. Trinity is still going to be fine. Vendetta with the flank, but not going to get any value. And you see the false hold coming back out once again. Some dimensional shift going down as well by Zace. He already has the dimensional warp, so he's going to heal back up pretty well. Level 16 just got hit here by Relics. Resurgence now trying to hold on the front in a mid lane. Gonna have to be very careful here. Aggression by Trinity. He's just playing like as if there is no warriors in the side of Resurgence. He doesn't care. One man stun on the Zagara. Bottom lane aggression coming already. Vendetta and Capricorn's being used to put up some form of defense in the bottom lane. Another set of Web Weaver Pulse coming out. I like to call it a Kamehameha. Also going to see the Gilnean's Cocktail going in, and it's going to be a keep in the mid lane, already top lane still. There is a Web Weaver pushing here. Huge, insane value for Relics and Resurgence. What happened in the last 24 hours? And now final level 16. And they also have got Mirror Ball picked up, Stone Form, Concentrated Blast, Earthgrass Totem, which is really important with the Colossal Totem there, and Stone Skin. Alright, level 16 got hit here by RSG. They can now take the fight. The problem here is that all 3 forts are still up and standing on the red team. I'm not sure if they got 200 gems. I don't think it's 200. I think it's close to about 150. 13 just went in again. They're turning in whatever gems they've got. It's up to blue team to lose the gems here. They got to play these really safe. Losing all the gems, it's going to be disastrous. Baneling's coming out. CW looking for the lockdown against Trinity. Stumble does not connect. And it looks like it's going to be 3 targets. Thornwood Vine. Second one doesn't really connect on anybody as well. Red team, once again, trying to go in for a little bit more damage. Disintegrate not doing anything. A lot of shields on Trinity. Arcane up does a lot of damage on that one. And blue team pulling back out. Trinity just so far in front. Merce nowhere even close. It's like the warrior is Lunara. But she has got a good range. CW looking for the lockdown. Cleanse going in. 3 targets going in a little bit of a bad spot. The Blessed Shield came out just now. CW in a bit of a bad spot. Once again, pops the Avatar. But Trinity with the sustained pokes there going down. Lockdown against Lunara once more. Lunara with the Divine Shield. Good save. Devouring Maw connecting only one target. Trinity already very low. And CW now also going to get stunned. Mur getting pulled back again. And you can hear the scream from the background. Mur going down. Some extra iron skin coming up. And Muradin takes the fall instead. And Vendetta having to pull back out. That's a really close fight. Zay's looking for the force wall. But Capricorn with the Hungering Arrows. Zay's dropping so low. They still saved up most of those gems. I'm actually going to have to do the math here. I think it's close to 150. They have got 170, 180 gems. Oh my god. 180 gems on the blue team, RSG. Guys, you don't win this game by getting 200 gems. I hope you know that, right? Capricorn. Looking for a turn in. Oh, he's got 65. He's squishy. They're going in for this. Capricorn will go down at 65 gems underground. Look at the blue team. Really, really tricky position there. They also will be able to mop up the web weave in the bottom lane. The mid lane seems pretty okay. There's the catapult, so they just want to secure the top lane here. I understand that. The Curza is going to be here. The rest of Relics still with a bit of mid lane rotation. I don't think it's needed. There is this catapult that's going to do a lot of work. Merc should just rotate to the top lane ASAP. And Web Weaver down to about 50% HP right now. But what has this Web Weaver achieved? Absolutely nothing. They still have 100 gems, guys. When you are a billionaire, I guess losing a few million doesn't matter. Capricorn dropping a lot of HP. Ancestral connects as well. Capricorn again in a bad spot. Clans comes out, strafe doesn't matter, and he drops quickly. Vendetta jumping on the Mur, but CW losing a lot more HP. Now Greymane guys got 50 gems on him, and every single one of them has got such a huge bounty. They got to be very careful. The reverse buzz against Tassadar go through really well. Divine Shield used on Uther. Also Trinity dropping really low. Vendetta getting some heal back in, and his HP is barely visible, but is still alive somehow. Greymane, blessed by the god right there, somehow not going down. 1-for-1 exchange. But this is the key thing. They still have got over 100 gems. The Curza. Oh! Zagara did not see the laser beam coming. And she's got more than 2 eyes, I remember. But they're going to have a good chance to turn in here once again. RSG with the second set of Web Weaver. They need a fort right now. It's only going to get a little bit more expensive every single time. This is inflation. If you don't know economics and you play Tomb of the Spider Queen, you learn economics. It's as simple as that. Web Weaver's coming out. Capricorn trying to make sure that the mid lane gets pushed out as much as possible. But I would say that the top lane's definitely the lane to push here. And we have to fight again. Mur going in for the condemn. A bit of the arcane up coming out. Thornwood Vine not really connecting with anyone. Capricorn's also respawn on the mid lane, just doing a pretty good job here. Bottom lane, some escort here by Muradin. Still no fort on top. We're left with the mid and bottom lane. About 70% HP on this Web Weaver in the mid lane. They need a fort right now. Bottom lane Web Weaver probably going to secure this fort here. But no fort in the mid lane once again. Bottom lane. They're not level 20. This is tricky. Already level 20 Relics now in a great spot. Zace with the flank. Psionic Storm. They may want to try and zone out this CW. Muradin force out the Dwarf Toss maybe. Musica goes in for a very manual stun. And you also see a Thornwood Vine coming out. Dwarf Toss finally used. Trinity is still giving chase, but not going to be able to catch up in time. The fort in the bottom lane did go down at the end, so it's still in favor for RSG. It's not the best results from a set of Web Weaver, but it will do. It will do. All right, we got Bolt of the Storm on the Zagara. Redemption going to be on the Uther. Also going to see the Force Barrier. That's a bit of the Force Wall upgrade on Tassadar. Indestructible and Forest Wrath coming in as well. This is actually very, very good pickup. Increased range, increased speed. You name it, it's got it. Oh, sorry, level 20 also just hit by Resurgence right now. It's going to be Hunter's Blunderbuss, as well as a Temporal Flux, Bolt of the Storm, Storm Shield, Hardened Shield. They are looking for a lot of shield here. And primarily also looking for a lot of sustain. Up against 2 support, RSG, you know, you cannot blame them for having so much more of a preventive talents. Still very standard build here, so nothing too special. Finally going to see the 4th set of Web Weaver descend here for the red team. Still a very close game. Mur throwing out the Condemned to clear up the lane there. Zay's giving chase. CW looking for a lockdown. There we go, one-man stun. Also gonna see the Seeker missiles connecting there from the magic missiles. Bottom lane push and a two-man false wall. Perfectly played by Zays, but where is the follow-up? There goes the Devarmo only on a Murden. There's not gonna be possible to burst on this Murden. He's too tanky, full HP at that. Baneling's coming out, but a burst on the backline by Limeng. Zappy doing a great job on that side. Web Weaver going in. It seems like the bottom lane Web Weaver is gonna go out first. Top lane, still pretty okay. Yeah, Foswald caught 2 targets, but unfortunately no kills there. Now the Meat Web Weaver also gonna go down. There's only so much that Relics can push. There's not much structures left. They're actually gonna have to end this game right now. CW down to about 50% HP. Top lane, Greymane picks off the Web Weaver. Bottom side, it could be a fight. Sun on the Tessadar. Bit of a burst from Capricorn. Zappy getting a bit of a heal comeback out from Tanuki. And you see the multi-shot coming out once again. Not being very effective there. Gilnean's cocktail as well. That's about it. So that pushed it. That's how the Web Weaver did absolutely nothing for Relics. I don't blame them. Would say that at least 50% HP on the bottom keep. But I would have expected it to at least be a keep take there. So now that there's Temporal Flux, Disintegrator is going to be able to slow down the enemy quite a fair bit. That's a really good pickup there. Capricorn throwing out a multi-shot. CW just trying to get some grounding back. Mur also losing a bit of HP. And he pulls right back. Murden's going to be okay. Trinity giving a bit of a chase. CW going for the stun. He needs to land it. There goes the cleanse. Lunar's already gone. RSG now going for more. Strafe aggressively by Capricorn all the way in front. Pleasant Shield does not connect. Also going to see the Divine Shield being used on Mur. But Vanina in the front line going for the kill. And it looks like Indestructible also going to get bursted down. But they don't care about Mur. A 3-man devouring more. Maybe a turn around. But Mur's still alive somehow. Musica looking for a stun. Joanna goes down. CW gives chase. A 2-man and Power of Flux. It's the slow. It's so painful. They still pull back. Musica slowed yet again by the totem. And it's going to be a kill. 3 men down on the side of Relics. Resurgence all of a sudden fighting the fire back within. They're going to be able to turn into gems right here. But so much hype and still no keep. Zays, oh god, Zays with the Psionic Storm. Did he successfully disrupt this turn-in? We actually have to see here. Zays giving chase. Prescience activating. Zappy with all those bursts coming in. Finally, Web Weaver coming. We're going to replay. We're going to pull it out before this Web Weaver's come down. Meanwhile, I'm slowly starting to lose my voice, I think. And Trinity, the burst going in. The Cleanse, unfortunately, not very good. Couldn't do anything in that instance. Capricorn, the aggressive strafe. Look at this. Blessed Shield did not connect as well. And Mur, not in the best of spot there. She does have the Indestructible, but at the end of the day, still going down. A 3-man Devouring Maw, but they don't have the damage. It's just a Sagara. They don't have Lunara. So when you take down 1 damage dealer, it's like half the guns are gone. And top lane, looking at Web Weaver pushing out right now. The fort finally going down after what looks like 26 minutes. Resurgence mounting a comeback against Relics. They're still looking for a bit of a push on the top lane. Still not over yet. Relics could still easily win this. Mur having to pull back out. Arcane Up does not connect. And just having to play these very safe. The Web Weaver in the mid lane doing a pretty good job pushing in the keep here, but top Web Weaver's already gone. The mid lane now, the fight's gonna go down. It seems like the Force Wall's coming out. But still no follow-up on the side here for the Red Team Relics. Trinity's been playing aggressive for far too long. And finally, Resurgence found a window to punish him. It all started with the Disintegrate, the slow on the Disintegrate just being very effective. Force Wall coming out once again. And the Web Weaver will go down, but this is a good push here for Resurgence. All 3 forts are down now. He could have gotten a little bit more value with the keep, but we'll have to see. Rotation against Vendetta. Vendetta, the gray main. Oh, Force Wall jumps back in, looking for a bit of Ancestral, but Rhaegar's nowhere close. Ancestral finally goes back down. Zappy now getting a bit of a burst from Lunara. Lunara getting walled back out by Capricorn. ZW giving in chase. Baneling's coming out, but still don't see the Stumbolt from the Murden. Trinity still with those pokes going, and I'm actually going to have to pull out the damage chart right here. Look at 127,000 damage on Lunara, and 100k damage on Li Ming. There's a reason why they picked the Lunara instead of Li Ming. They came in here with a plan. Still, Nimble Wisp looking out for the flank. Very nice micro. Trinity getting caught again. Clan's coming out. Trinity dropping. Strafe coming in. There goes the Divine Shield. Mur dropping a little bit of HP. There goes the Divine Mur connecting only on one target. Resurgence now ready for a fight. Capricorn already so far behind, but still CW with a 2-man stun. And Joanna goes down. Musica a little bit of trouble. There we have the Disintegrate. This could begin. Musica now a little bit of trouble. Musica dropping as well. That would be the last surviving member. No, actually, it's 2 more surviving members. It's the Tassadar as well as the Zagara. Zagara with no devouring more. Musica trying to pop back home. He's already home. But to keep it in mid lane will go down. It looks like it's game here for Resurgence. Trying to do whatever they can. The Curza almost going to be fine. But no, Vendetta dropping. Vendetta goes down. Relic still alive. Zappy still knocking on the core. That's the Li Ming, not the best range. Tanuki dropping. Li Ming's already gone. Tanuki's next. Tanuki's gone. Capricorn's gone. 10%. 9, 8, 7, and still counting. Can Murden do this by himself? Hammer for Hammer. The shield's coming out. But 7 and 3%. 7 Geminus Murden. He ends the game. Resurgence wins it against Relics. The Curza with the pause. Oh my God. Muradin, don't mess with a man with the beard. Can you believe that? Oh, God. Clutch victory. It's so, so close. The shields went out over and over again. The heals went out. But, man, CW ended the game. Wow. I'm actually going to have to breathe first, but let's go to the replay. Let's go. Okay, Thornwood Vine. Trinity, this is aggressive place. It worked out very well in the early part, but here onwards, not so good. A lot of heals bursted on Trinity, and also having to pop the Divine Shield quickly. Not enough damage in CW. He was just manning up. Hardened Shield pop, going in directly to the back line, throwing out Stumbolt, and really just making sure that there's not enough defense here. Musica pulling back. Zace getting stunned. There goes the Dimensional Shift. And it's going to be all right. But look at this moment here. Very clutch victory. I'd like to point out Relics did a great job trying to kill everyone on that team. They had 5-man. So it's not close. I don't know what to say anymore. Like, if this is not close, nothing ever will be. Vendetta. First target to go down. Actually, went down to the core as well as a right click from Musica. Tanuki knocking. Tanuki's doing a lot of sustain. They have to take down the support first. Capricorn's the next target. And then here we go, 9%. Some shields coming out. But Murden just switching sights. Murden down all the way. Oh, God. The last few hits right there. Unbelievable. Whew, that's a game, man. 135,000. Are you kidding me? On Lunara. And Zappy 111, 110k actually. And still very good stats here. Gray main 288,000. How did that guy do 288,000 siege damage? Mind blown. And how did Johanna get 200,000 siege damage? Like, he's just clearing out the lanes pretty well. Oh God, guys, I lost my voice, but I think it's worth it. I think it's worth it. We're going for a break now. We'll be back with game number 2 real soon. So sit tight, stay tuned. More games underway. The Gildan's Cocktail Trinity takes a bit of a beating from a Singularity Spike. Also going to see the clip going in the background. with the Ancestral connecting. But Trinity now a little bit of trouble there because the Divine Shield. That's the Vorpal Blade at play. Zeppy still giving chase. Trinity still alright and alive all of a sudden. Leeming going down at the end. And also ETC going down. RSG now screaming and giving this Blanche to go ahead all the way in front. Capri, Mighty Gus is not available. Capri, got to be very careful here. Oh, the slow from that